Let's start. Okay. First of all, good evening, everybody. I'm thrilled to welcome you all to this Solution Challenge info session. It is a collaborative effort between GDSC at KJ Institute of Technology and two incredible Google Developer Student Clubs. That's Don Bosco Institute of Technology and SIES College. We have both the leads present with us here today. Today marks an exciting beginning, a journey towards innovation, problem solving, and impact, inspired by the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. So, you remember those epic UN Sustainable Development Goals like ending poverty by building a pizza delivery drone, or solving climate change with a laughter powered generator, or probably creating an army that plants trees faster than squirrels on caffeine. Okay, maybe those two are the ones that are in progress, but seriously, these 17 goals are a roadmap to a brighter future. And guess what? You hold the secret weapon, your brain, your coding skills, and your bottomless pit of awesome ideas. Now, you might wonder, how can we, as students, as technologists, as innovators, how do we contribute to these monumental goals? So that's precisely what this session is all about. It's about harnessing a collective creative effort all together and embracing these collaborations to basically to give a very challenging output. It's all about turning ideas into tangible solutions and create real impact. So what do I mean over here is the actual impact for society, because all we do, we all are engineering students over here, and at the end of the day, we are improving society. We need to improve society. So throughout this session, we'll dive deep into Solution Challenge. It's a platform designed to empower individuals like you to develop innovative tech solutions aligned with the UN's SDGs, that's the Solution Development Goals. And we'll explore how the technology can be a force for positive change, how our collective efforts can bridge the gaps, and how our ideas, when nurtured, can drive transformation impact. So, the collaboration with the GDSC clubs amplifies our reach, knowledge, and resources. So, today, here that we are in this info session, we have many other participants from other colleges as well. There's a stance of networking. Together, we'll embark this journey on this ideation. Okay, so let's begin. So the overview will be explained by Piyush. Piyush Dhaiwadkar is our associate lead at KJSIT. So over to you, Piyush.
Thank you, Sin, for that really great introduction. I hope I'm audible. Anyone from the audience is not to say, please make sure.
Piyush, your
Please
voice is
have
a little suppressed.
How about now? Is it good? Better?
Sounds good.
Wait, let me just get this fixed. Sure.
It should be better now.
Yeah, perfect.
Yeah. Move on to the first slide, please. The very first. Thanks a lot, Uzi. All right. Yeah. Let's get the hustle mode activated. Let's start. Yeah. So, hey there, fellow tech enthusiasts. Are you ready to unleash your inner innovator? Like, you can chat. You can say yes, of course. Yeah. Because today we are diving headfirst into Google Developer Student Club Solution Challenge 2024. Now, imagine this, you're not just coding in your basement, you're tackling real world problems with the power of Google Tech. No pressure, right? But hey, what makes it exciting? We're talking about making a global impact using a brain power to solve one of the United Nations 17 Sustainable Development Goals. Think climate change, poverty, hunger, education, the list goes on. And guess what? Yes, you have the potential to be part of the solution. So ditch those Netflix binge watching and put on the thinking caps and get ready to code for a better tomorrow. Next slide, please. All right, moving into the table of contents. Before we jump into the deep end, let's get ourselves organized. We've got a roadmap for the journey. Starting with the overview, we'll break down the challenge for you, making sure even the most tech phobic amongst you gets the gist. Okay. Next, we move on to timeline, key dates, deadlines, and milestone, so no one gets left behind. We're moving on to the kickoff events. Let's get pumped with those workshops, hackathons, and maybe even some free pizzas sponsored by, I guess, Hussein. Moving on to prizes, we're talking about swags. I mean, like the Google swags were the deciding factor for me joining GDSC. internships, and who knows, maybe even a trip to the Google's headquarters. Yeah. Then moving on to submission criteria. Don't worry, we'll make sure genius ideas get recognized what they deserve. And moving on to the resources, from tutorials to mentors, you'll be mentored by the Google developers themselves. You'll get to network with them. Yeah. So we've got your backs every step of the way. All right. Next slide, please. Moving on, let's get an overview of what we'd be heading into. Okay. So now let's talk about the big picture. This challenge isn't about coding some fancy app. It's about using your skills to make a real world difference. We're talking about the United Nations Sustainable Development Goals. You mean there are 17 ambitious targets to end poverty, protect the planet, and ensure everyone gets a fair shot at a happy life. Yeah. Imagine a world where everyone's happy, has access to clean water, where kids can get quality education, and where no one has to go to the bed hungry. That's the power you hold in your hands, my friends. You have the potential to be a superhero, not with a cape, but with the just a keyboard. All right. Next slide, please, Hussein. All right. Moving on, we have 17 SDGs. This is going to be your playground. But wait, there are 17 SDGs. What? Where do you even get started? Yeah, don't worry, we've got you covered. We'll break down each goal into bite sized pieces, making it easy to find out that sparks your passion. You want to fight poverty? Maybe you can create a microfinance app that empowers women entrepreneurs. Then, worrying about climate change, how about an AI powered system that predicts natural disaster, saves lives? The possibilities are endless. So make sure you explore this 17 SDGs, find your cause, and let your imagination run wild. You can even find these. We'll provide you a link for the official website of UN. And remember, even the smallest step can create a ripple effect of change. All right. Moving forward. Okay. The hardest part is getting started, right? So here's something, we get stuck thinking our ideas aren't good enough. We worry about the limitations, resources, and technical constraints. But guess what? This challenge is about breaking free from those shackles. Think back to the I mean the movie Internship. I don't know if you guys see Netflix, so I'm assuming that pretty much all of you might have seen the movie Internship. It's starring Will Owens, I guess. Remember Nick and Billy, those two guys who walked into the Google headquarters with nothing but their wits and a whole lot of enthusiasm. They didn't have some fancy degrees or years of experience, but they had something more valuable: drive, passion, and a willingness to learn. Now, imagine a world where you have access to all the Google Cloud resources you could ever dream of. No more server limitations, no more storage worries, just pure, unadulterated coding bliss. So, grab your laptops, channel your inner intern, and get ready to code your way to impact. The world needs a fresh perspective, your unique skills, and your unwavering passion. Remember, you don't have to solve world's problems, just one that matters to you. Find your cause, just pick an SDG and start coding. You learn along the way, make new friends, maybe even land your own internship at Google's HQ. Who knows? You might just be the next Nick and Billy, inspiring the next generation of tech heroes. And best part, you don't need a fancy team of PhDs to make an impact. Just a bunch of passionate, driven individuals who believe in power of their ideas. So grab your friends, your laptops, and get ready to code your way to success. All right, we'll just see a video quickly. What if? So, Hussein, would you please play it?
Yeah, just a minute, Piyush.
Sure.
Is it visible?
Yeah.
Perfect.
Wow, that was some really creative animation providing astounding insights into it. Hussein, would you please play the video for tips for student developers?
Sure.
My tip is to believe in yourself and most importantly, believe in your team.
Even if it's code you haven't experienced, it is important to try it first.
Collaboration is key. Work on projects together so as to improve your knowledge and skills.
Stay innovative, keep thinking, and get a good team because sometimes that's all that matters.
Complex problems can be overwhelming, but breaking them down into smaller tasks can make them more approachable.
Feedback can be tough to hear, but it is important to be open to constructive criticism.
Communicate openly and honestly when your teammates.
Take care of your local communities. The greatest impact that we have is when we care for the people around us.
Everyone has unique strengths and weaknesses, so don't be afraid to lean on each other.
Talk to your users directly and discover what they really need.
Please recognize each person's strengths and distribute your role accordingly.
Go for it. Even if you don't know how, just learn as you go.
Work on something that you're passionate about, for passion drives innovation.
Find a cause that you believe in and it'll guide you through your project.
Every effort, every little detail matters. Work on it, and little by little you will grow.
Don't be afraid to face challenges and trust in your ability to learn and grow.
Challenge the status quo to make a difference within your community.
Maximize your resources, engage your professors for guidance, and tap into your network for project support.
The sky is not your limit, it's your starting point.
All right then. So yeah, everyone, those videos were good. And moving forward with this techie journey to understand about the solution challenge, how we can impact the world with the coding powers. And please ask the one and only Hussein Mamwala, beloved, charming GDSC leader, and even a part-time biker, hacker, and whatnot to navigate you through this journey's timeline. Hussein, do you copy?
Yes, I do copy Piyush.
Yeah,
Thanks a lot.
over and out. Yep, it does. Passing the spotlight to you, Hussein. Always.
So moving forward, I think everyone is now very well versed with what is the 17 UN Sustainable Goals, and proceeding forward with the timeline. I'll just briefly explain the timeline. So this is the timeline that we have. It is divided into three phases. That's the first is the learn and build phase, mentorship phase, and the demo day preparation. So right now we are at the initial stage. We are in between December and the January phase. So over here, the registration is opened at first December. The registration had opened. Don't worry, the registration links will right be there in your inboxes at the end of the event, so that you can register yourself for the solution challenge. By Jan 11, we'll have the kickoff event. I will be displaying the kickoff event RSVP QR codes next in the slide, so you all everyone can grab out your phones and RSVP to the link. So that is organized by Global GDSC. So we'll be having speakers from Google themselves to talk your way through what solution challenge is all about. And we have the submissions will be opening on the January 21st. That is in between this phase, you have to prepare you have to think what your idea, your solution will be about, and how you have to go with your team formation and planning. We have an expert awaiting for the entire tips and details. So moving forward to February, March, and April, that is the submission will close, and in March the first judging round will start. During the mentorship phase, the first initial phase itself will be the top 100 announced early April. So the top 100 announced are the most lucky people. I mean, their solution made it to the top because they are the top 100 people all on the global level. So the top 100 will resubmit on April 29 to May 5th, and the final, you can say, the second judging round will be announced based on that, and then we have the final results announced on the demo day prep, and finally we have the solution challenge winners, and what prizes await for you, and how this all benefits. I'll go through it next. So this is the entire timeline check. The first and foremost thing, yes, you can bring people from elsewhere in the sense they have to be a student. They can be from another college as well, but they have to compulsory register themselves as a Google Developer Student Club member of that particular chapter that you are representing. The second step will be, that is starting, you have to attend the sessions that is curated by your clubs. Now we have 3 clubs present over here today, so accordingly, as and when your club announces, you have to attend those sessions. Those hands-on sessions will basically get you a hold of how to start, where to start, and finally, how do I do it. The third step will be forming a team, and will be selecting a UN sustainable development goal. So I'm particularly talking about the early phase, that is the November December phase, because right now obviously we are in that phase as of now. Moving forward to the design and build and submission and judging, we'll be taking it forward in the next few slides. This is the kickoff event. If everybody can grab out their phones and they can RSVP to the solution challenge kickoff event. Everyone note, this is a global event, and this global event is hosted none other than by Googlers themselves. So y'all can RSVP to this. Let me know in the chat box once y'all are done. Amazing. We have some fast people right here. We'll share this for another 1 minute. Those who are not able to do it we'll be sharing these slides to you as well, so you all can benefit out of it. Amazing. I think many of us have done this. The ones now remaining, you all can, the link to this as well, and the QR code will be shared by respective GDSC chapters. Moving forward, the prizes, of course. So y'all are seeing some good, handsome sum and amount over here as the winning and the top final 10. So let's get through this. For the top 100, you're going to win a t-shirt, certificates, and mentorship from Google. I personally feel the latter, the mentorship from Google, is what extremely matters. You're going to sit with Googlers themselves, and you're going to solve some big solutions, and you're going to improve, and you're going to submit the solutions. Then we have the winning three. That is, they're going to win the a $3,000 cash prize per team member. So if your team consists of 4 people, you'll be winning $12,000 together for winning the three. And we have the final 10. The final 10 wins $1,000 cash prize per team member. That makes it $4,000 per team, and they'll be featured in Google Developers blog and a global demo day live stream, plus mentorship with Google Expert, swag, and certificates. Okay, so now we spoke about an entire overall functioning of how to get started with solution challenge. What are the timelines? What are the prizes? And why you should do the solution challenge. Now let's have a more insider aspect of this. Now, as an insider aspect, I mean, we have an expert today joined along with us, none other than Mehul Aswar. Uh, he is the solution challenge top 100 finalist on the global level. He's a backend developer at One Finance. He's also the ex GDSC lead at SIES GST, and he's a 3 times hacker winner. Uh, Over to you, Mehul.
Hi, Hussein. Am I audible?
Yes, you're completely audible.
Yeah. Okay. Hi, everyone. Am I visible to you, Hussein?
Yes, you're visible.
Yeah. So yeah, hi everyone. I hope you are all are able to hear me, and thank you so much, Hussein, for inviting me. It's always a pleasure to give back to community in this way, and yeah, I'm glad to see so many people over here. And this is your first step. You are here in this info session. That means you want to do something. You are passionate about building, and that's what matter at the end of the day. Okay, so moving on. Let us see what all things are there and how is this experience goes. So I'll just talk about general. Firstly, let's go back to zero. Firstly, let's understand what is solution challenge. In one word, I have to say it is an hackathon which is organized collaboration, like jointly by United Nations and GDSC. But this is something different than a normal hackathon. In normal hackathon, what happens is you get 24 to 48 hours, and then you have to build, you have to create an idea, you have to build around it, and you have to pitch. But this is this is like a marathon. This is like you have to thoughtfully decide on one SDG, as very well explained by Piyush as well earlier, that there are total 17 SDGs. That means that there are total 17 topics. And the most important thing after this session you all have to do, who all are interested in participating, is go there and read out every SDG out there. Like, even if you have solution in your mind, like, okay, this is some sustainable solution I have made in my XYZ project, but still go there and read all the 17 SDGs. God knows your solution may fit into two or more SDGs, or even if it can fit into one SDG. So the first thing in approaching the solution challenges, to go there and read all the 17 SDGs properly and get an idea. Because क्या होता है 17 SDGs में there are different points as well, जहाँ पे you can even build on specific points. For example, my SDG was sustainable cities and communities. So in that, I specifically chosen target 11.6. So it was a sustainable development goal 11. In that, I have chosen 11.6 as my problem statement. I have built around that. So there are different minute details mentioned out there. You have to go there and you have to read it properly, for sure. If you're not reading it, that means you're missing out something very, very important, and that was a mistake done by me. That's why I want everyone out there to go ahead and read it properly, so that you will get an understanding of what actually we are solving of. Moving on, as I already said, this is not a normal hackathon. You have to very patiently go, think on it, iterate on your solution, and build. So let's quickly move on to the steps that Hussein has put it down in the slides. Hussein, can you move on to the next slide? As okay. So firstly, obviously, I'll explain in it in a format like how you are going to approach it. So firstly, you have to finalize the solution, because I have to finalize the problem statement, because as per those are the only 17 topics. You can't just say ki, okay, I'm just solving sustainable cities and communities I'm solving for. You have to carefully craft out a good problem statement out of it, and then design a solution around it which will be solving that particular problem. So describe your problem statement very carefully while submitting. There are different fields as well, which you need to take which you need to fill information properly, because that's the only thing they will be judging you, and there is no other way you can prove yourself. Next is, I have covered that you have to properly mention that what all SDG you are solving of, and उसमें क्या targets तुम choose कर रहे हो, and also what inspired you to select the specific goals. Also, you have to have mentioned over there ki why you are solving, because at the end of the day they want to see your passion. If you're passionate enough to solve that particular problem or solve for that particular SDG, you are always a asset for that particular solution. You can build it to a large extent as well. Moving on to the next. Okay, so let's keep this aside for now. Let's think about the solution, because once you finalize the problem statement, you have to then think on a solution from every perspective. So, firstly, for the first phase of solution challenge, in which you will be competing with all the participants or all the registrants who have registered out there for this challenge, you just need to focus on one thing. Because what happens now, whenever we build anything, whenever we build any project, we kind of tend to our concentration kind of go here and there ki, okay, these are also the problems are there. Once you finalize the problem statement, just stick around it, because that will help you to carefully design your solution once you have finalized, and then that will even not distract you from going away. Because if you are like putting the things from here and there and just combining it, then that is not the solution. Aggregation won't work, because at the end of the day they are seeing what does your solution is solving the problem which you have stated. So aggregation won't work. You have to carefully design your solution and see whether it is solving or not. My suggestion would be in designing solution is, whatever prototype, whatever feature you design, just go out there and test with the real users. Because you can even test with your friends, your family members, or whoever your target audience are, because that will obviously help you to get that first feedback, and that is very important. And since I have mentioned, this is a long marathon, this is like a marathon, and this is not like for 2 days you have to solve. You have to constantly get feedback, you have to constantly iterate on it, whatever feedback you receive. So that is very important. Yeah, so regarding the solution thing, you have to properly mention whatever architectures you are using, whatever high level features you have, or whatever high level components you are using. And since we have to have use any Google technologies in this, so that is very important. It is not necessary that you can't use any other technology than Google technologies, but at least one Google technology is all like, it is mandatory to have one Google technology in your solution. So read all of this. There is also a slide, I guess, Hussein, you must have received from them, that contains detail about everything. So please share with the participants as well, so they will be able to get the clarity as well, right? Hello, Hussein?
Yeah, just a second.
So you must have please share with participants as well, because they'll be able to get this properly as well.
Right. This will always be shared with the participants.
Yeah. So as I already discussed, feedback from users and testing and iterating is very important. Plus, since there is an option in the submission form that you have to submit your GitHub as well. So Okay, so your code testing and all those other things are also important. Like they might check your solution, they might run your project, and that all those things might happen. You never know. They won't, just like our college projects, they won't just judge you on on the basis of what you uh, like present them, or in the form of solution, in the form of video solution or something like that. They might run your project, so it's always important that you maintain your GitHub repository properly with all the commits from your local branch. And your readme file is very important, because on basis of that only they will be able to run. If you have anything externally you have included, that just put your credentials as well, or submit it in any form such that they will be able to run you. Because if something or somewhere doesn't if some due to some glitch your project doesn't run, then that is a bad impact. So kind of avoid it, not to include something which will not run, because you never know, your project might get tested in India, or it might get tested anywhere in the world. So avoid something which won't be able to run in some other countries or something like that. So just focus on the main stuff, the features which can solve the problems all over the world. Moving on, what are the next slide? Okay. So as I explained as earlier as well, your solution, you must believe your solution, because at the end of the day you will be able to write properly about your solution only when you believe in it. Because that will give a kind of confidence to you. Okay, I am doing this, and this will be going to solve this and XYZ problem. So you have to even mention key, like what all the metrics and goals you are focusing on, and what all outcomes someone will expect from this solution. So that is also important. If you all support your solution with the kind of a data or stats you can get over from Google or something like that, if you can get the real time data that this is the problem in my local area, and this I have this data and I'm solving this, so that is a plus point, and you will surely get full marks in this if you include the local stats, if you include the local feedbacks as well. Okay, and the next is you have to upload a demo video which is of maximum 2 minutes, and trust me, you can't get like you should not go more than 2 minutes, because they don't have that much time to even evaluate your 3-4 minutes ka video. So just focus on 120 seconds में आप सब अच्छे से बता रहे हो. That includes your problem statement as well. That includes why you are passionate about the solution. That includes your demo of solution as well, and that includes like everything, your project demonstration and everything. You even have to include your team members ka name as well. And 120 seconds are very less. I have even myself I had faced many difficulties in combining everything to 120 seconds. But a tip in this, what you can do is, see, this is a kind of pitch. You are pitching your idea to them, and that should be very very important, because this is also one of the factor they are judging you. Suppose even if they don't check your solution, this is the final thing they are judging you on. So what you can do is, if your solution is something like something like you can test it in and around outside or something like that. So what you can do is, you can create a scenario, you can enact the scenario, and then you can tell them, okay, if this is the problem, you can check my app, you can solve it, you can basically this problem can be solved. If you can enact it, that is the best pitch anyone can, like in the form of storytelling. So that is the one tip regarding, if you can include storytelling in your demo video, that is the best thing anyone could do, that anyone could get easily attracted with. As you can mention, please go through all of these slides carefully, because what all things to include in the video is very very necessary, and try to complete it in 120 seconds. Okay. Yeah. Okay, so okay, so all of this was about technical and how to submit it and all. Now can Hussein, can you just move on to the timelines wala slide again, so I can just explain
Yes,
some more
yes, just like it.
on the
Right.
Yeah, okay. So as you all know, the registrations are already started, and you can form a team with your classmates, with your friends, or anyone from outside college as well. Obviously, the rules are mentioned by Hussein already, but just see whoever you are including, 4 members are allowed, I guess. Yeah. For this time, 4 members are only allowed, right? No, sir? Yeah. So whoever you are including, just make sure someone or everyone is adding some value to your project or to your team, because if you are taking everyone as a web developer, and if you are selecting a problem statement which is like an app which requires an app, then you are in a problem. So that's why carefully select your team. This is your time to thoughtfully consider or decide who all will be your team members, and jump on to reading the reading the 17 SDGs and decide your problem statement. Just don't wait. I'll register till like I'll wait for the kickoff event, or I'll even wait for the submissions to open. Just register, form your team, go out there and register. And Hussein, if you forget to mention, every member of a team should register individually. Okay, so just focus on give this instructions to your participants as well, or to your community members later. Okay, so moving on, you have to start from today if you want to build for solution challenge, because this the time is very less, and whatever time you'll get, you'll always feel that I don't have much time, because as you will start building, you will be having so many things to build on and so many things to consider, that you might lose some important features. So start building, start ideating on your problem statement as soon as possible. Okay, so I'll specifically first talk about phase wise. So talking about phase one, focus on all the important things, and see, when it comes to phase one, it is not important that you should submit whole project, like whole completed uh, solution of your problem statement. What you can do is you can carefully decide your problem statement, design your solution, and you can just go and submit the first important two features, or first important feature which you think that this is the one feature that my problem statement through this feature, my problem the problem will get solved. And then you can iterate on the other features, so you can build other features subsequently, because this is not a like just you have submitted and then you are waiting for 1 month to get the result. God knows, if you get into the top 100, then you have very less few days to even submit the next iteration. So just don't stop even after you submit by late February. Keep building, keep iterating, keep getting feedback from your users, and put it out there in the market, because the real feedback is always important. If you have included any external stakeholders, it's always good to talk to them and get the feedback, what they think about your solution, and that will obviously help you to put the real features in your app. So regarding phase one, just keep in mind all the submission criteria, do make the proper video, and put all the answers very properly, because that's the only thing they are judging on. And don't worry about that you are not able to build the whole solution. Just go out there, put your best features that you have built and submit it. Whatever features you have planned on, you can just mention about them in your yeah, the solution statement which you will be writing on. And you can even mention the name of the solutions in your video, such that they will be able to get an idea that you are building this. And obviously they will understand that not the whole project can be built in just 1 month. Okay, moving on to the next. This is the phase wherein you have Google mentorship by Google expert, and trust me, that is the best thing, as mentioned by Piyush as well, that can happen, because prices are different, but getting mentorship from Google is something which you are always curious, always looking forward to. So after you get selected, after you receive a mail from them that you are selected in top 100, you will get assigned a Google developer expert. Either that can be from India, or either can be from anywhere around the world. So mostly they will look for, if you're building an app, they will give you an app developer who is an app expert in whatever technology. If you are building a web, they will give you some Angular expert, like obviously related to Google technology. If you're like, anyone can be assigned. Just make sure, if you want any other mentorship, you just reach out to them, so they can even change your mentor. If you want a specific mentorship, that if you want a mentorship in UI UX, how to improve your user experience, you can even reach out to them and get your mentor changed. The other thing that is best happens after you get into top 100 is you get a mail from Google India. And that is the best thing any can happen to you. They just help you in whatever way possible. I remember I got a mail from Google India asking for if you need any help from our side, and they have like, I just asked them because my project was on Google Cloud. We have deployed it on, so I've asked them about credits, and within minutes they have like around 40,000 credits. They have like was my into my inbox. So that is the best thing which happened. Google India supports you in all, in best possible way. Even if you want any mentorship from them, if you want any help, they are readily available. So please reach out to them as well. And everyone is so kind, and even you get mentored by Google developer experts, so they always help you. You can even reach out to other mentors out there on LinkedIn, because once you are in the top 100, you get that much traction out there in the world. So anyone are readily available, and everyone knows about Google Solution Challenge. So it's always better, even if you are a first year student, even if you are a second year student, you should go out there and participate, because you never know, your solution, whatever solution you will decide, that can be a one in top 100. So just don't think that I don't have any skill currently. Just go out there, and trust me, in this process you will learn a lot. You will fail many times, but this experience at the end of the day, even if you don't win, is very very important, and that will help you in your subsequent hackathons as well, because that helped me. And I, after Solution Challenge, I won 2 hackathons only because of all this 4 months long journey. So yep, and after you submit for your phase two, you will there is a very small period, 1 to 2 week, and you will get a top 10 ka result. Unfortunately, we did not make into top 100, top 10, but whoever was there in the top 100, that 1 month was, we were able to network with every one of them, and that was the best thing. We were discussing solutions with Korean team and US team as well, because there was one group formed. And that is the best thing. I feel that networking is important. And you get, even my one of my junior got a gig as well through those networking. So that is very important. And after top 10, then that is like, just you will get a prize if you get into top 10. And the journey to top 3 from top 10 is very very exciting. We, like, they have explained us, basically they will help you to organize a whole studio in your home, or from whoever you will be pitching for the demo day, because that's the important thing for them. You will be live, there is a live telecast for the top demo day. You can just go out there and take feedback from that particular video of demo day, how they pitch, how they talk in a better way. We have one team, we were having one team this year from India, who were in the top 10, I guess, top 10. So yeah, the experience is very very important. You should go out there and watch all the demo day videos of last 3 years, and you will have a lot of insights from them. Okay. Yeah, Hussein, I guess I have covered everything pretty much. If you have anything to ask for, you can go ahead. Okay. This is also judging criteria. I feel the participant should go and read out this, because there is nothing special in this. I have covered everything mostly, that how should you go and test your like solution, and get real time feedback from people. Talk to your stakeholders who all are involved, and get your solution ahead. So impact is also important. Obviously, for the phase one, your solution will not matter that much, but your problem statement, and whatever solution you have, whatever approach you have accepted to design a solution for your problem, is what they are pretty much saying when it comes to impact. And technology is obviously, whatever you're building, that should be like very to the point, and should solve the problem directly. You should don't beat around the bush. That don't build anything that will not be directly solving a problem, and because that won't benefit you in any way, because they are over there, they are experts, and they are basically, at our time there were around 3,000 submissions, and getting into top 100 is very very difficult. So just straight to the point, solve the real problem, and give your best. That's the only thing. Yeah.
Mehul, you have probably covered such a large, vast aspect of this. I think they have got a fantastic overview of the entire scenario of what they will go through, and where they need to focus on basically. So we have
Yeah.
this one popular question by many students over here, is that how do you effectively identify a good problem statement to work on? I mean,
Okay. Yeah, I got it. Like I was also having this question somewhere in my first second year. यार कैसे ये लोग इतने अच्छे अच्छे solution build करते हैं, मतलब कहाँ से आता है ये idea and all. There is no tip for this. You just start building, and then you just start researching on it. See, for example, how I think on this is, I'll give you just see whatever problem I feel. अभी तुम ही देख लो, what Ola did nothing, right? He just realized the pain point of a customer, that whenever I get out on a road, it's very difficult for me to find the cab or find the auto, because like everyone has their that they don't want to go at this place and all. So they just realize the customer pain points, and then they have designed the solution around it. So what you have to do is, see, for example, if you are solving for sustainable cities and communities, so your approach will be, read about it and then think for a second, what are the पेन पॉइंट्स दैट आई फील, मतलब खुद ही तुम सोचो कि तुम्हारे प्रॉब्लम्स क्या है. मतलब मुझे देयर इज अ प्रॉब्लम ऑफ वेस्ट मैनेजमेंट एज वेल, दैट माय द वेस्ट इज नॉट हैंडल्ड प्रॉपर्ली अराउंड मी, देयर इज सो मच पोल्यूशन अराउंड मी, there is so much noise pollution around me. So how will you make your city sustainable? So you take a point, you take one thing, one problem, एंड देन जस्ट स्टार्ट राइटिंग आउट, ओके अगर ये प्रॉब्लम है मुझे, अगर मेरे अराउंड बहुत सारी वेस्ट पाइल अप हो रही है, तो व्हाट विल बी द सॉल्यूशन फॉर दिस, इज व्हाट इज लाइक देयर शुड बी सम इजी वे टू कॉल अप द ऑथोरिटीज एंड देन इन्फॉर्म देम दैट देयर इज अ पाइल अप ऑफ वेस्ट नियर माय हाउस एंड यू शुड टेक इट एंड कलेक्ट इट. So this is how you will go ahead. There is nothing short of a tip for this, but just practicing it again and again, iterating on it, thinking on it, researching, go out there and see what all startups are there already solving out this problem, and then you can take their inspiration, you can iterate on it, you can improve their solutions, you can make it efficient, and that's the only way anyone would build a good solution. Yeah. Hussein, are you there?
Yeah. That I think
I
that
hope
what
I
is,
answered the
yeah.
question. If you want any specific thing,
Yeah,
you
I think
can
that's a
ask.
very effective approach on how they should select their this. As you mentioned that you have to start somewhere, even if you're in your first year. I remember
Hmm.
me being in my second year, and I was like, where do I start? I land nowhere. ये लोग इतने
Hmm.
टॉप लेवल पे, मैं कैसे compete करूँगा? But bottom down now in me in my final year, now I realize that start करता तो वहां तक जाता.
Actually,
So this is the entire
like starting
scenario.
out there is, मतलब first year में सबको डर होता है कि मतलब इतने सारे technologies है. There are so many things out there. There are like this Gen AI thing coming on now. So मैं कहाँ से start करूँ? The important thing is आप शुरू करो, आप उसमें घुस जाओ, आपको अच्छे से खुद से ही पता चलेगा कि कैसे कैसे चीजें figure out होती है, and then you have these clubs like GDSC who can do the things better for you, who will be able to help you to get the resources and all. So all the community members take as much help as possible from GDSC team. So you will be able to get an idea what all technologies you can select, and so I trust them. They must have designed something for you, and the initiatives they must be coming up with for your smooth journey in solution challenge. So just follow them, and you will have a great journey in this.
Absolutely. So,
Yeah.
uh, thank you so much, Mehul. Your insights have been wonderful. And I hope everyone has learned something, and they've got that inner kick to start. I mean, that's exactly why they're here today, attending the info session. They have it somewhere in them, and they want to progress further. I can see it. My own club members, when they ask me questions, it's so it's inspiring to me that wow, they want to get somewhere. And
Hmm.
at being in a GDSC platform, we have to make sure that they get somewhere.
Actually, it's actually your responsibility to get them the best things possible.
Right, right.
Yeah.
So, based on the things that we spoke, so what do we have for you? Yes, we do have something right under our sleeves for you. So essay solution challenge लाके हमने बोलेगा कि now go, now do it. We have something planned up for you completely. So this is the next campaign that is going to be coming up. That is the discover, design, and develop. So this small campaign will help you to push forward in solution challenge. So we'll give you a gist, we'll give you a hands-on with many. Uh, let's let's talk about the initial stage. So we'll give you a hands-on with a few technologies, a few Google technologies that you get well versed. You gain some amount of confidence to push this forward with yourself and take it all ahead. So make sure that you participate in the discovered design develop. GDSCs have a different communities have different timelines spread over here. So accordingly, please follow your community. And yes, this is very important to attend. Trust me, this will be a stepping stone for you to change, to bring the biggest learning curve in your entire career. It's not all about engineering, it's all about your skills as well. So moving forward, uh, I would like my tech lead to step in over here, because yes, we are talking about tech over here. I will just go through what exactly is discover, design, develop all about. So it is an opportunity to learn and build together through series of contents on various technologies, as I said earlier. And we are going to be covering all the given tech and cutting edge solutions over here. We have on the starting stages right now in between December and January, we have Android and AI ML waiting for you. So you have to dive right deep into them. And yeah, I would like my tech lead uh, of KJSIT to come up. Trushil, are you there?
So hello, am I audible?
Yeah, Trushil. Hi, Trushil.
So good evening, everyone. It must be nice to listen about solution challenges and discover great ideas. Now, after getting your ideas packed up in your mind, you may be like having a thought that I don't have enough skills, and how can I compete with all over the global members who are way better than us? So don't take tension. We are with you, and we will be covering you with all our capabilities. So as our Hussein said, that we will be doing our Discover, Design and Develop program. In this program, we will be during the months of December to February, we will be covering some Google technologies, starting with the Android. Uh, this is the general timeline for the Android content. We have divided it into the 4 weeks. This is a general layout. It may change, and we will go through every session from the Android basics of Android to building your first app. It with use of Kotlin, that is official Google, language to code in for Android, as well as the new technologies that have recently came up. That is Jetpack Compose. So much of you have already seen the Jetpack Compose in the recent session that was held by Google itself. So you may be familiar with that. And the next, Zen, next slide. Okay, so the next one is the AI/ML. So you must be seeing everywhere that all AI has taken over all the fields, and AI is used everywhere. So why not design a solution based around the artificial intelligence and machine learning itself? So we have come up with that too. and we will be backing you up with the TensorFlow technology of the Google itself, and it is also divided into the 5 week sessions. Now, the recently the Cloud Study Jam has been concluded, and much of you have been learned about the generative AI as an extra curriculum in the Cloud Study Jams, and it must be very uh, you know uh, desirable to learn more about the ML. So don't worry, we will get started with you to the introduction of machine learning's various libraries to go with, and to build the most effective solution, train your models and come up with a great ideas and so on. So next, we will be seeing the timeline of the Discover, Design and Develop program by the GDSC of the respective chapters. I conclude over to Hussein to continue forward.
Thanks a lot, Trushil. You'll be really inspiring all our members to uh, get their first Android app started and their first, you can say, uh, their Python program running. That's all to your expertise. So, apart from solution challenge, this is the discovered, design, develop timeline. So, I've clearly stated over here that this is completely for you all to get started with solution challenge. This is the small timeline, and from as rightly I stated, from December to January, we have the registrations that's going to be started. Amidst this entire registrations, we'll be hosting workshops for Android as well as TensorFlow, and forwarding to the later stages, that is after January, that is almost late January and early February. There'll be regional boot camps. So the teams that start formulating the ideas, the teams that register, they go forward, and yes, we will help you to getting to the regional boot camps. These regional boot camps will be per state wise. So every state has a different boot camp. Bangalore will have a different one, Chennai will have a different one. So yes, the Maharashtra will be based in Mumbai itself, and this time they have introduced a regional boot camp for all of you all, for to come over there to sit and to learn all the aspects of what Android, ML, the entire we can say the solution challenge, how the entire flow will go on, and basically this boot camp, what you learned on how to build an app, you're going to scale that app into a bigger one using the regional boot camp. So yeah, this boot camp will be held in Google Mumbai headquarters, and this is a very fair chance to network and get ahead with your project ideas. And finally, from January 21st to February 22nd, they'll be expecting the project submissions. Yes, the timeline is short, but the experience is vast and it is filled. We managed to crack everything. We can crack this too. Moving forward, uh, resources, yes, very important resources. Now we have curated an entire list of resources for you. As Mehul very rightly said, that not everything has to be Google's technologies, but at least one Google technology has to be used to get counted in solution challenge. So अगर वो नहीं आता है Google technologies, then start learning it. So basically, you start learning it by first of all attending our workshops, and secondly by the resources we will provide to you. The resources will also be available in your community forum. The leads will share it to you as well. We will also share it to you personally, and we could even start a newsletter, the chapter newsletter, to help you get started through these resources. So yes, this is all about the resources, and that's all about the Discover, Design, Develop program that we have in sleeves for you guys, that is curated. And yes, a form will be floated on the community for the registrations. So I'm hoping that none of you all miss this opportunity. It is really, it's a very big approach. I feel this will be a complete changing aspect of your career over here. So do you guys have any questions for us? Be
Yeah,
interactive, guys. Yeah.
I'm here as well. If you have any questions, you can directly ask me because I know there are a lot many things that we did not have covered. So you can ask me as well, or you can reach out to me, Hussein. If you can put my network as in LinkedIn links in the chat, it will be great.
Sure, we'll do that.
Sure.